Hi guys, welcome back. It's Emma Price. So today we will be doing a similar flow that we did last week. We'll start off with our Sun A, getting a little stretching in, and then we'll move into a similar flow, starting out a little gradual and gradually getting harder as we go. And we'll be incorporating the same balance pose that we learned last week, Warrior 3. And as always, feel free to follow along and or go your own path. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So today we are going to use one block. It's not necessary, but if you want to use it, feel free to follow along. And we're going to start with our feet grounded, weight equally between the feet and palms out. Let's take a big inhale and swing it all the way up. And exhale, we're going to take it over to the right. You can grab both hands using that side body stretch and or bring that hand down by your side. And let's switch it all the way over. Getting that good side body stretch. And let's take it all the way over to the opposite side. And one more. And let's take it all the way up high. Big inhale. You can take those feet hip width distance amount apart. And exhale, let that chest fall down first. Forward fold. Inhale, we're going to half lift. All right, so from here, we're gonna come to a wide-legged fold. So you can bring those hands down to the ground or coming to that block. And let's take our feet mat width distance apart. And you can feel free to lower those elbows down onto the block. If that feels comfortable, feel free to like shift into those toes and rock back into those heels, kind of feeling the back of the legs stretched out. Again, just acknowledging what feels good here, what doesn't, what's extra tight today. Getting into that body and coming into our breaths. Big inhale and exhale. Awesome. Feel free to remove that block and or keep it. We're gonna drop our left arm hand down to the ground and then we're gonna take that right arm high to the sky. Feel free to bend that left leg if that feels good. And let's switch sides. And let's come back down to center. Again, feel free to use that block. And we're gonna bend our legs, grab ragdoll, and shake back and forth. Let that head hang. Getting into the back of the legs and that lower back. Take one more big breath here. And exhale it all the way out. All right, let's drop those hands and we are gonna go ahead and get into our Sun A. So we're gonna come back to that downward dog. All right, from here, we're gonna raise those heels high to the sky and let's tippy toe those feet all the way up to your fingertips and slowly roll all the way up. Tall mountain. And exhale, bring those hands down to heart center. Inhale, swing it all the way back up. And exhale, let's fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen the spine. And exhale, let's flow through. So we're gonna plant those hands, step or hop back, high plank pose, chaturanga, on or off the knees. Inhale, upward dog, and exhale, push back, downward dog. Awesome. All right, feel free to walk your dog here, tapping one heel down at a time. And then let's go ahead and get started into our second Sun A. Raise those heels high to the sky, step or hop those feet all the way up to the top of the mat. Slowly roll, tall mountain. Hands come high to the sky. Remember, shoulders are down and back. Exhale, let's bring those hands to heart center. Inhale, swing it all the way back up. And exhale, let's fold and flow through. Step or hop those feet back. High plank pose, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, push back. Downward dog. Awesome. All right, let's get started into that flow. Again, we're gonna start off pretty simple at first, and then we're slowly gonna get a little bit more complex. All right, let's start with that right leg. Take it high to the sky, three-legged dog. Squeeze those glutes, point those toes, and shift forward. Let's drop that foot right in between our hands. we are gonna go ahead and lower that back heel. We're coming into our warrior one. Feel free to bring that stance a little bit closer together to help square out those hips. Raise the arms high to the sky, shoulders are down and back. Again, you wanna make sure you're trying to get those hips to face the front of the mat. Awesome. All right, so from here, we're gonna open up to our warrior two. So you're gonna open those hips up to the side, right arm in front, left arm back, gaze follows the right fingertips. Make sure you're squeezing both those hips. All right, and let's reverse it. Right arm high, left arm down the back, or behind the back. All right, so from here, we are coming to that chair pose. So you're gonna shift your weight into that front leg, bringing that back leg up. Meet me in that chair pose. Remember, in our chair poses, our weight is in our heel. We wanna turn on the back of the legs where the hamstring meets the glute. All right, bringing those hands to heart center and or extending them all the way out. Belly button into your spine. And let's shoot that right leg back. So we're switching sides into our crescent lunge. Awesome, shoulders are down and back. Belly button's engaged. All right, big inhale. And exhale, let's flow through. Hands come down to the ground. Left leg meets your right. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, push back. Downward dog. Awesome. Let's go ahead and do that on the opposite side. Left leg high to the sky. Shift forward. Meet me in your warrior one. So again, drop that back heel. Hips are trying to face the front. Raise those arms. Shoulders are down and back. Now let's go ahead and open up warrior two. Squeeze those glutes and reverse it. All right, we're shifting all our weight to the top of the mat. Let's come into that chair pose. Awesome, weight in the heels, belly button into the spine. All right, shoot that left leg back, crescent lunge. Awesome, shoulders are down and back, core is engaged, legs are engaged as well. Big inhale, and exhale, flow through. Right leg meets your left, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, push back. Downward dog. Awesome, we got 2 breaths here. All right, let's go ahead and start on that right side. We're gonna start to add on things. All right, take that right leg high to the sky. So we're gonna start with adding on a knee to our elbow, but we're gonna try to go to the opposite elbow. So you're gonna shift forward, bend that knee, take that right knee and touch it to that left elbow. Shoot it all the way back up high to the sky. And meet me in that warrior one. Drop that back heel, raise the chest. Again, you can feel free to close in your stance. Awesome. All right, so from here, we're coming to our humbled warrior. So we're gonna bind those hands behind your back, open up that heart, and drop it just down left of the knee. And hands are trying to come to the front of the room. Awesome. All right, so from here, you're gonna unbind, and we're gonna open up warrior two. Gaze follows the front fingertips. All right, let's reverse it. All right, we're gonna shift forward into our side angle. So this is a new pose for us. We're bringing either that right elbow to the right knee and or down by this leg, and left arm all the way reaching towards the front of the mat. All right, awesome. You want to really think about opening up that chest to the side. All right, and let's shift all that weight into that right leg. Chair pose. Awesome. Hopefully those legs are starting to get a little bit warm now. All right, we're coming into that crescent lunge. Shoot that right leg back. Arms are up, belly button engaged, and let's hover that chest. Awesome. Lightning bolt. Really think about grounding through that front heel. Glutes are engaged, and let's flow through. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, push back. Downward dog. All right, let's try it on that left side. Left leg high to the sky. Shift forward, and we're gonna take that knee to the opposite elbow and shoot it all the way back up high to the sky. Shift forward, crescent lunge. Awesome. Not crescent lunge, sorry. Warrior one. Hips are trying to face the front. Back leg is angled and grounded through that back heel. All right, here's where we come to that humbled warrior. We're gonna go ahead and drop those hands down, bind it, open up that heart, and drop that chest down. You really wanna think about bringing the head all the way to the mat and bring those hands towards the front of the room. Awesome, let's release that bind and let's windmill into our warrior two. And go ahead and reverse it. Shifting forward into that side angle, bring that elbow to that knee, hand all the way to the front of the room. You really want to think about opening your chest up to the side. That side body should be all the way to the sky. Awesome. All right, so from here is where we come to that chair pose. So weight in that left leg, bring that right leg up, and chair pose. Awesome. All right, so here's where we're shifting back into that crescent lunge. Take that left leg back. Awesome. Belly button engaged. Keeping your core strong to help your balance. And let's hover that chest. All right, so next time go around, we are gonna add on that warrior three right here. So you wanna bring that belly button into the spine, and exhale, let's flow through. Chaturanga, meet, and your downward dog. Awesome, let's take 2 breaths here. All right, let's start with that right leg. Take that right leg high to the sky, shift forward, knee to opposite elbow, and shoot it all the way back up. Meet me in your warrior one. Awesome. All right, let's humble our warrior. Open up that chest and drop it down to the ground. Letting that neck hang. All right, let's release that bind. Windmill those arms, and warrior two. Reverse it. So we're gonna start stepping up the speed just a little bit. And shift forward, side angle. Again, side body all the way high to the sky. Elbow to knee, if you wanna feel free to grab that block. And from here, we're gonna shift into our chair pose. Awesome. All right, shoot that right leg back, crescent lunge. Squeezing that core, let's hover our chest, lightning bolt. And from here, we're shooting off into that warrior three. So shooting off into the weight on your left leg, and let's take flight. Feel free to use a block here. Hands at your heart, out like an airplane or out in front of you, whatever feels good for your body. Engaging that core, and exhale whenever you're ready, you can fold. Awesome. All right, from here, we're gonna half lift, lengthen the spine, and exhale, let's flow through. Step or hop those feet back, high plank pose, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, push back, downward dog. All right, we got one more side. Let's take that left leg high to the sky. Shift forward, knee to the opposite elbow. Shoot it all the way high to the sky. Shift forward, warrior one. Awesome. All right, let's go and humble that warrior. Bind those hands, open up that heart, and drop that chest down. All right, release that bind, windmill those arms, warrior two, and reverse it. And let's switch forward into our side angle. Side body is facing the sky. Trying to open up that heart here. All right, let's shift forward into our chair pose. Weight in that left heel. Chair pose. Awesome. All right, shifting that left leg back. Crescent lunge. All right, squeeze those glutes. Here's we're gonna take flight. So we're gonna hover into that lightning bolt, squeeze that core, belly button into your spine, and shift off into our warrior three. And whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and fold. Awesome, we're gonna stay here for a second. Taking those legs out just like we did at the beginning. Mat width distance apart. Feel free to grab that block. Awesome. Bring those knees down, those elbows down maybe to the block, and feel free to take one side bend at a time, getting into those back of the legs. All right, we're gonna do one more twist so we can remove that block. Right hand goes down, left arm high. And let's switch sides. Left arm goes down, right arm high, gaze follows the fingertips. And let's go ahead and come down to our box pose. So from here, coming down to that box pose that we typically do at the beginning of every session. So wrists are above, or shoulders are above the wrists, hips are above the knees. We're gonna start with some cats and cows. So inhale, drop that belly. And exhale, round spine, just getting into that lower back. All right. So from here, we're gonna go into a leg stretch called a lizard pose. So you can grab that block, bring it over to the left side. So from here, you're gonna take your right leg, take it all the way up to the top of the mat. Hands are gonna both be on the inside of that leg. You can shift your weight, almost pushing that knee slightly out. And we're gonna bring our hands down to the block. Awesome. So you should feel that in your right hip. It's gonna reach all the way up into your lower back. Awesome. So allow your heart rate to start coming down, allowing yourself to melt into this pose. It's probably not gonna be comfortable, but it's gonna be really good for your body. Awesome. All right, slowly moving out of this. We're gonna take that right leg back to your box pose, and we're gonna do some hip circles. 3 in each direction. Awesome. All right, let's come to that opposite side. So bring that block over to the opposite side, and left leg comes up. Hands are both to the right of your left leg, and drop those arms down on the block or not at all. Awesome. All right, slowly getting out of the pose. Taking that left leg to meet the right. And let's do some hip circles. 3 in each direction. Awesome. All right, let's come down to that child's pose. Bring those hands towards the front of the mat, knees out, and forehead to the ground. We're going to go ahead and take a few breaths here, ending our practice in this pose. Awesome. Whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and come to a seated pose. Awesome, guys. All right, let's go ahead and bring our hands all the way up high to the sky. And exhale, bring them down for heart center. Bringing the chin to the chest, taking a moment of gratitude. The light in me honors and respects the light in each one of you. And namaste. Awesome. Thank you guys for joining us today.